Shivering, she stands at the door, and a breath appears behind her. When she turns around, there's nothing there. The female lead has been hiding at her friend's house, living in constant fear. Even a stranger passing by can scare her half to death. She doesn't dare to socialize or step out of the house. Only when her friend asked did she finally reveal the reason for her fear. It turns out her husband is a control freak, dictating everything from her thoughts to her clothing and meals, even forbidding her from going out. The final straw was when he wanted a child. At that moment, she felt like her world was collapsing. She couldn't bear the thought of a child living that life, so she decided to leave that night. However, her sister suddenly visited with good news. Her husband had committed suicide and left her a large inheritance, provided she doesn't commit any crimes and remains mentally stable. Her lawyer brother would manage it, giving her $100,000 monthly. She happily signed the papers, received her first $100,000, and used part of it to help Hao Yong's daughter go to college, grateful for their care during this time. But from that day on, she always felt like someone was around her. But was there really someone? Watch this scene closely. As soon as she leaves the stove, the knife on the table mysteriously moves, and the flame grows until it ignites the oil in the pot. Luckily, there was no fire. Late at night, alone in the living room, she often hears strange noises. She gets up to check and finds the front door open, unsure when it happened. Shivering, she stands at the door, and a breath appears behind her. When she turns around, there's nothing there. After she goes to bed, the blanket is inexplicably pulled away. She gets up to retrieve it but always feels like someone is sitting beside her, so she covers the blanket over them, on the blanket, she imagines slowly approaching her.